my hosts, and welcome to a Captain of Industry Gorilla stream, and my face is broken. Oh, that's it. I was thinking, since I've learnt so much about the game, and running into tiny inefficiencies with my current setup, what I might do is have a new game where I start off with all this extra knowledge. So that is what I am going to do. So new game. New Haven. Balance break for new casual players. Get all the resources you need. Visual areas, plenty of space to play with cargo dots. Later on, the building ramps. Okay. The beach. Farms cannot be built on sand, so it's constrained pavement. Another challenge is not much space to put cargo docks, and the main island has tall mountains around the perimeter. So one will need to make an artificial reef or space further out. Curland. Large factories. The Golden Peak. It's full of gold ore. This tall mountain. By mining the mountain, simply dropping rocks in the mount. Valid strategy here. Thou shalt not pass. That's the really difficult one. So let's go for... okay. We'll continue with standard. I'm going to go 100% increased on the resource size. Expect this crazy performance, okay. Accessible mine is below 0. Process standard. I think the rest of the thing I'll go standard. Can ignore this property for design risks. Okay. Let's go with this. Switch to the sailor difficulty. I'm going to go for the unlimited world mines deposits. And weather less dry, standard dry, okay. And go for launch. Just ramping up the ramping down the difficulty, and we'll move into playing. Oh, whoops. There. Sorry about that. Didn't realise that I wasn't streaming the game, which sort of defeats the purpose. Okay. Let's pause the game. Now, previously, I built my iron ore stuff, and then hence all of our other production here next to the abandoned commercial communication station. However, I've realised what I really want to do is have at least the iron to be sort of in the middle between the coal and the iron ore. And we can sort of like build out towards the sand. And the limestone will be required later. And then we can stick our farms around this area. And we can stick more of the factory up around there. And if I remember, let's have a look at the resource overlay. There's the oil there. There's water over there. Water here. Slime. Some more. There's the oil. So we'll have... we'll start with basic oil here, but we'll have advanced oil probably around here. So I want to build out a jetty at this spot with the idea that it will bring in the oil along this path. I think that makes sense. Is there any other oil on the map? No, there's not. So that's there to force you into exploring. Okay. So let's get building with the metallurgy. So we only got that, at the start. So dumping designation. Go to flat. We want this area to be filled in. And tree harvesting. Be all of this. And a road through there. So tree harvesting. Give you 2. Okay, so blast furnace. So there's the coal thing, there's the iron. So blast furnace could be here. Copy. Flip this around. So these are next to each other. Actually, it makes more sense to be at like... Makes more sense. Yeah, it makes sense to be like that. And smokestacks. That's where slag's going to come out. The moment we don't have any tool for that. So Metal casting. One, two. 1, 2, 3. Metal casting here. Four. And we'll increase the size of this later. And we'll go. And make it sort of nice and symmetrical this time. And already I've destroyed symmetry. And let's not have it that way. So let's copy that. And flip it. Copy. So now, go straight in. Okay. I'll bulldoze this one then. So we want to get sort of mirror symmetry, don't we? Oh. Okay, we'll have to live with it. And for the time being, we have a coal maker. Put you here. And do the same thing. Right. You are food market potatoes. So what's the technology we've got unlocked at this stage? I just got to remember. World map, statistics, message enter. Oh, they don't even show us the research table until after we've built the researching things. So I'm going to put the research lab up here. One. Two, I think that's the way they go in. And we'll fast forward everything out. Things will start getting thing. So start deconstructing that. Wasted dumping, yeah, I've done that. So that will start being built in a strange order. Quick deliver to that one. Yep. Got iron smelting finished. Everybody's very busy. Research lab. Excellent. Start new research. So, basic farms, construction, maintenance, trading dock, and vehicles and mining. Remove from queue. Basic diesel. Then beacons. And concrete production. Get all the important things going. There we go. So, the basic farming I just want so we do not starve. Finished basic farming. Excellent. Going to put farm there. No, cancel that. Because we know we want to be able to transport food by things soon. So we'll move back 3 from this sort of de facto road. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Continue with that. And we'll schedule you for... Oh, we don't even have crop circling yet. Okay. So next will be construction. Tools. Yep. Aware of that. So we finished construction. So that gives us the buildings. Right. So gonna make the buildings come out along the side here. So following sort of like a basically a Factorio style main bus. So we'll have the iron coming along there. We'll have... Do we have storage yet? No, we don't have storage, so... We'll build you there. And you will be taking in... iron. And generate construction parts. No. You're closer, you'll be mechanical parts. You'll be mechanical parts because you're closer. You will come out. Let's see. If we look at mechanical parts, what does it have as dependencies? It has goes into vehicle parts, into assembly parts, lots of things. So we don't want it facing that way. For the purposes of expansion, we actually want you to be facing like this. And then as we increase the size, we can copy it across that way. So you will be mechanical parts. Let's go forward 6 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6. You will be construction parts, which also has further dependencies. Go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And you will be electronics. And we can expand this one out this way or out that way. Actually, we're going to expand it out that way. And we'll go up that way for further in the hierarchy, I think. This does mean that our vehicles are making very long trips, but I think in the long term, assembly ready, excellent. I think in the long term, that will lead to improvements. And does mean that I'm going to have split up sort of like advanced diesel. Okay. Got power and maintenance, so that gives us maintenance center at the generator. So definitely building the maintenance center. Where are we? Building maintenance depot. Go back up 6, 2, 4, 5, 6, like that. And when we have our conveyor belts, we can move them like that. Maintenance lab, and we'll need the generator as well. Which we're going to put power diesel generator overlay down here. Near the diesel itself, or near the crude oil itself. Got the trading dock. It's a new build. There's a trading dock and the other thing. What is that? I think it's the... Oh. Waste collection is important. Let's stick it there. Just want to check that I haven't missed anything. Ah, unit storage. That will come in handy shortly. Okay. There we go. Actually, that's gonna stop me growing that out that way. So, do actually want to switch to storage buildings, waste collection, put that over there. And then I can sort of like build these down this way and across that way. Right. Next is vehicles and mining. So we can start mining the wood and mining the coal here and the iron ore here. And now that our things are situated between them, we have a better way of dealing with that. Let's also queue up some more things. Storage, synthetic rubber, construction needs we'll need that as well. Copper refinement and construction. Excellent. Vehicle and mining. So, continuing along this path, buildings for vehicles. Building depot. So we go 1, 2. Before we do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want vehicle parts and then the vehicle depot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's have that running. We'll have a mine control tower here. Oh, can I build beacons yet? Is that on my list? Did I get the beacon? Housing and services, cargo docks. I don't have beacons yet. Not enough workers times 2. Let's have a look at our research. beacons is the next thing after basic diesel. Hello, Team Plasma. How are you? I am going quite well at the moment, and I hope you are going pretty well yourself. And at the moment we are low on workers, but we'll have to wait until we invent the beacons before we can solve that little problem. Unless we have some population growth. There we go. Actually, let's queue up 2 small excavators and 4 pickups. Not that will solve anything, because at the moment neither of them will have the resources because we don't have enough workers. We need 8 more of them at the moment. Ah, excellent. That is pretty good. And how is our landfill operations going? Oh, we've got a little bit there. We're just filling this area out to make a dock later on. And you... edit area. Sort of like that. We'll assign mining and 2 vehicles. And then we'll start mining designation, flatten from here all the way along there. We'll do the same there. We've got the basic diesel being developed. And I'm going to go like that. And just a bit more iron. If I remember correctly, the iron in that bit's a little low on iron, so I'll keep that in mind. I've got the delay set to be as fast as possible, so very little stream delay. Unfortunately, even with that, we do have an issue with the intrinsic stream delay that YouTube adds. So that's... So I haven't set... my stream goes as fast as I can make it, but that might not be that fast. So copy this one out here. Ah, good. We've got the beacon research coming up next as well. And just edit that area here to be over like that. And another bit of flattening ground with the mining designation. That is correct. I am an indie VTuber. I am not backed by any corporates. It's just me and what I can do with my own voice and talents. Yep, it's pretty hard. I wouldn't say hard, more challenging. And there's advantages and disadvantages. I get a lot more freedom than being in a corporation, but at the same time, I don't have the support structures and assistance that they can give me. So what I want to do is add a beacon. I just trying to remember. Here it is, beacon. And I'm going to put it right over here. I doubt that I will ever have to worry about answering that question in reality. But if one offered, I would have to think about it. And it would depend on the offer that they made. Yeah. So if that's working, that will bring in some more workers. Excellent. And once that's dealt with, we can put this on pause. So we've got concrete production coming up next. Beacon's ready. Concrete production just developed. Got storage. I don't think I'm going to build anything quite yet until we get some more workers to actually make use of it. But concrete will be the next thing, and I'll build the concrete production around this area here near the limestone. It depends on which company. If I joined a talent first corporation like 𝕊𝔸ℕ𝔻ℸ, then I wouldn't have to wipe my identity. But if it was something more like 𝕊𝔸ℕ𝔸 or Hololive, I would have to launch a new personality, basically. But that's sort of like one of the trade-offs. We've got some copper, some rubber, and some iron scrap. And we've got refugees. Excellent. And now we've got all the people we need. And I think we've got crude oil production as well. So we'll have 2 diesel pumps here. Sorry, 2 oil pumps. Let's face them this way. And a second oil pump, which will flip over. But that's better. But I didn't get it in line. Okay. And a bit of distillation here. Right. So we can run the oil into the wrong hole. Let's get that bulldozed again. Actually, make it like that. I think that would work better. Yes, very much so. We've got the water supplies as well. Oh. Well, I can't make the pipe join on like that. That's not fun. Hey. Okay, so I've got to have a bit more spacing between these two. Can't use the same thing. We are discovering new things about this game all the time. Like that. What's the pipe doing now? Kill that pipe. It's just because I'm still learning the mechanisms. There we go. And I've now got storage things. So fluid storage, but I haven't got unit storage. I don't have... No! Keep asking questions. I actually enjoy answering them, and it gives me something to think about other than just the game, and something to talk about other than just the game. So, what we'll do is we'll run the diesel out. If it does become too personal, I'll just not answer your question. It's pretty simple like that. There we go. And I've got a water dump that comes off like that. Yeah. I'll run these pipes together. Oh, I like heaps of VTubers. I am a great fan of 𝕊𝔸℻𝔸 and I enjoy Project Melody and Vex Ruby. I think Iron Mouse is brilliant. And what have we got for storage space? Storages. We don't have the conveyor belts. Who else do I like? Those are sort of like the major ones. Oh. 𝕊𝔸℻𝔸 is also great. 𝕊𝔸 is brilliant. So is 𝕊𝔸. So all of those people I tend to think are quite good. All in their own way. Yep. Well, they grew to the top of the market because they are pretty good. Excellent. We've unlocked diesel production. And they have... Oh, already got diesel production unlocked. We're already doing that. What are we doing storage for? Yeah. Their people were very skilled at learning how to... Oh, new refugees. Learning how to basically scout good people and giving them a space and promoting them. So that's basically... There are they're a good company doing what they do. There we go. So we've got, and I mean, there's sometimes people are all conspiracy theory and untrusting, but for the most part, the corporations have, and HoloLive especially, have been positive. I mean, there are a lot of smaller companies. Yeah, that's one of the drawbacks of big VTubers, is you can't actually have a chat with them because you're just one person in a flood of other people. But it's like when it's one-on-one or one with a small group of people, it's a lot more friendly. Got maintenance coming up. Those are working. And now we can start working on... Well, we can first pause this. We've got enough people. We'll build a new home. And we're going to start on the concrete production as well. Actually, there's limestone up here. I'm going to build the small excavator, 2 pickup trucks. Nope, I don't have any management at the moment. It's just me. Because I am really tiny and barely can afford myself, let alone anybody else. So let's build another. What I was thinking, yeah. Mining. Where we go? I do plan on getting a manager when I get big enough to basically justify it, when I can afford it, because it's a great way. Oh, it's under vehicles for some reason, yeah. Because having a manager is a great way of increasing your productivity in an area. And basically allows you to get so like sponsorships, helps you get with sponsorships, helps you arrange collaborations and merch and all that type of thing. It also helps you deal with YouTube if they ever go and make a mistake with your content. There we go. We've got storage done, so I think that gives us the loose storage as well. But we don't have conveyor belts, so it's not that useful. Quick deliver that. Yep, I do know of HoloStars. I actually haven't watched much of them. Haven't had the opportunity to do so, unfortunately. I mean, I've seen some of the stuff the barkeeper character does. He seems really cool. At the moment, not really. I mean, they seem okay, and they seem fun, but I haven't had an opportunity to really actually enjoy their content. go. I do... Ah, cool. We've got another... There we go. Now we can build the concrete manufacturing. So, concrete slab. That requires slag, crushed, or gravel, and water. So, you're going to have a crusher. Let's have a look. Where is our crusher? Here's the crusher. Go out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this is me. I am full-time doing content creation. And you is here. Which is probably a mistake, but I have to live with it. And then the concrete maker. What's concrete maker is under here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Was an unfortunate result of just the place I was at. I am using like a lot of... do we have bridges yet? I don't think we've got bridges. I am using like quite a lot of other VTubers and iPhone to do the facial capture, and a fairly standard PC along with OBS, which is like standard streaming hardware, and slag, rock. Oh, you got to output to... we got to have an output for a smokestack. There we go. And now we've got water. No, this is not live 2D. This is 3D. I am using VC Face, which allows you to do 3D VTubing. Live 2D models are a lot more expensive and need a lot of talent to make. But on the contrary, I've created this model of me here. This is all my creation. I made it in Vroid Studio and used Blender. Used Blender to make these wings, along with a few other little features that this model has. There we go. I've got the synthetic rubber supply as well. Go back down here. We can add that to the list there. Oops. Let's tell that to empty. And we'll go into the oil processing. And rubber maker. There. And we still can't store all the potatoes after harvest. We can live with that. And we plunk there. No, I don't need a manager at the moment. As I said, I am not that big. And at the moment, I don't have enough work to justify a manager, and my income is small enough that a manager would not be able to help me. Recover you, and recover you. There we go. Hopefully the vehicles can make it there. Let's find one. You, navigation overlay. Can you reach? Yep, you can reach the petroleum. That's fine. Diesel, sorry. Synthetic rubber. Making it out of coal. There we go. And ship dock repair is the next thing along on our list. What is the time? Okay. Just looked at the time. It is actually getting quite late here. So this is probably the point. No, you do not look like a robot that just asks questions. You look like a person who is curious. And I enjoy curiosity. That means that you are interested in learning. And I really think people who are interested in learning are some of the best type of people that are out there. Okay, so I've got new refugees, storage is there, the rougher is there, and ship dock repairs is there. So, we've made a good start on a new little colony. I will find out how much we can develop it later. Yep. It's a good way to be. So we've got a nice organised layout. We'll see how we can expand this later. But in the meantime, let's go back to my room. And save the game. Thank you for joining me on this little bit of a Captain of Industry playthrough. I hope everybody will be able to join me later. If you want to see more of me, please subscribe. Yep, I am ending because it's almost time for me to go to bed in real life. And I am feeling quite tired. But, as I say, if you subscribe to me, that means you can see when I will be streaming again. Tomorrow I'll be streaming some Factorio. And probably guerrilla streams or at points where I feel like doing a bit more streams. And if you're watching in the archives, I'm also going to thank you. Thank you, Team Plasma. I hope to see you later.